So I don't have notes for this. I don't have a script. I don't have anything. I'm just going to speak from the heart. And it's so frustrating that I have to find a sliver of time to even be able to speak openly and honestly about the things that I'm going to say, just based on who I live with. And that's unfortunate in itself, but there's just a lot on my heart. And of course, there's always some sound. But let's continue. So this week is Earth Week, and I had a video that I was gonna plan and a whole week of content. I love sustainability, y'all. You know that. But honestly, I just can't. I'm so drained. I'm so tired. I'm so sad. I'm so frustrated. I'm angry. I'm hopeful. I'm trying to be positive. And as a Black woman in America, I'm tired from the recent shootings. I feel like it's just week by week, name after name, hashtag after hashtag, and I'm just like, how many more? How many more? And you become numb to it. You become, oh, we're used to this, and that's trauma. The fact that some of us can, we have to cope, disassociate, and just desensitize ourselves like it's normal, like, well, this is just what happens, like it's okay when it's not. And there's just so much on my heart, just so much injustice, and it's not just about the things happening within the Black community. It's the recent hate over the past year during the pandemic against the Asian American community. It's the years and years and years of injustice against our indigenous communities. It's so much. I'm tired. And I try to amplify as much content as I can on my channels, on my platforms. It's so important that I speak. And the more that I speak and the more that I share and the more that I amplify, it's just like, it's every week, it's every other day, and it's draining. It's draining, and it's so easy for some of us to turn a blind eye. It's so easy for some of us to not post it, to act like it doesn't exist, to perfectly curate our Instagrams and our feeds like, oop, nope, we don't share that stuff. This aesthetic only. And I'm like, really? There's so many people not speaking up. So many people on my feed. Some of what I see, when I see it, I clear it. I get rid of those influencers, those folks, those acquaintances, because if you can find the time to amplify and support a celebrity or the freaking Kardashians and support this and support that so blindly, but when it comes to the injustices of people, of humans, of actual issues going on, you choose to be silent. And for me, quite honestly, that's a fucking privilege. That's a privilege. You can hide behind the Instagram feed. You go behind the camera. You can do nothing. You can say nothing. And it's just so frustrating to see so many people not speak up, to post on a story, but not actually say anything with their words. Impact, meaningful impact is needed. The work is needed. And I've just been so frustrated because it feels like I have to educate, I have to explain, I have to justify, and nowhere in our trauma as BIPOC individuals should we have to over-explain why this is wrong. Share the stats, share the resources, share the fucking videos. Like, I just don't understand. And it's traumatic to share. It's important to share. It's important to amplify. But I'm not gonna lie, being Black in America is tiring. It's so tiring. And I sit here and I try to get my content out. I have so many ideas and so much of it just seems fucking irrelevant right now. Like, as much as I love the earth, as much as I love talking about sharing tips and thrifting and all of that fun stuff, it's great. It's my passions. That's why I'm here, y'all. But like, I care more about people. I care more about my impact. I care more about justice, true justice. I care more about life. And like, there's just so much going on that's not okay. And I just encourage my community to speak up, to keep using your voices, to have conversations. Yeah, they're gonna be uncomfortable. Yeah, you might have to change your circle, but you can use your sphere of influence to make a difference, to amplify the voices of others where it's really needed. I, as a Black person, know what's going on. I live this experience every single day. And it's not my job as a Black woman to educate everybody. It's not my friends of other cultures and races to necessarily educate me. It's my job as an individual to learn from them through their shared experiences, but then also take that and do the work myself to educate myself so I can be the best ally. I don't know everything, but I do know that having influence means using it for something. And I get so frustrated with influencers, which is why I really dislike that term influencer. I call myself a content creator because I create content. You know, that's my art. Influencers, what are your favorite influencers influencing? What are your friends influencing? What is your family influencing? Are they the right things? Or are they aligned with your values? If not, you can challenge that. You can change it. You can speak up. And I just encourage y'all to do that, to speak up, because it gets so draining to keep sharing, to keep saying another hashtag. It means something. It's not a fucking hashtag. It's someone's life. It could be me. It could be my brother. It could be my future children. And that's not what I want. And because of that, it's important for me to continue to speak up, to continue to amplify. Black lives will always matter. Every damn day. And it goes beyond justice. There's no justice in innocent people losing their lives. There's no justice in that. And that's what's frustrating. There's accountability, but there's also centuries of injustice, centuries of damage. And that's a whole other thing in itself. But the purpose of this video is to just send love, to share what's really on my mind and on my heart. And some days are hard. It's hard to go on. It's hard to keep showing up, to, you know, be here sometimes. So I encourage my community, first and foremost, as I always say, it's most important to take care of yourself first and foremost. Disconnect, find things that make you happy, those little moments of joy. And, you know, we need you for the long term. So breathe. We're gonna get through this, but just have empathy, have compassion, you know, have a willingness to learn, to understand, to speak up for others. Online, in person, advocating for the things that truly matter. Everyone's impact makes a difference. It all matters. It all helps. So I don't feel like I breathed that entire time, but honestly, that is it for today's video. I just wanted to share a little bit what is on my mind, get this up, and just, you know, it's all love always. I will be back with tons of fun content soon, but I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you soon.